coming back in. Another video today. Another Course in Miracles lesson. I meditated on it this morning, and I just reread over and did some highlighting. And I had lots of stuff coming through today. Really powerful morning so far. We'll see what comes up as I go along here. I don't have too much, I don't think, to share right this second. Just lots coming through. Lots coming through, though. So let's just jump right into it. See what comes up as we go through this lesson. Really good lesson for today. Lesson 130, Course in Miracles. It is impossible to see two worlds. Perception is consistent. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. Your values are determiners of this. For what you value, you must want to see. Believing what you see is really there. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value. And no one can fail to look upon what he believes he wants. So what I was going to say there, and I just wanted to finish, that's paragraph 1. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value. So if you're seeing what you're seeing in the world and what you're attracting and what's coming into your reality, you must value. And we'll get into further into this and why that is. If it's not things that you quite want in your life, we're going to get into that 4-letter word of fear, is where most things are rooted. It's paragraph 2. I've been wanting to do this. I hope I can remember now. I'm going to say, as I'm going through the paragraphs are numbered. So paragraph 2. Yet who can really hate and love at once? Ooh, man, that's a great question, right? We're either doing one or the other, right? And that goes right back to the name of the lesson. It's impossible to see two worlds. It's impossible to see a world of hate and love at once. Who can desire what he does not want to have reality? And who can choose to see a world of which he is afraid? Fear must make blind, for this its weapon is. That which you fear to see you cannot see. Love and perception thus go hand in hand, but fear obscures in darkness what is there. And what I'm taking from that's powerful little section there. That's the end of paragraph 2. Fear must make blind, for this its weapon is. That which you fear to see you cannot see. So basically it's in the what I'm taking from that, it's unconscious to it. It's not conscious. Fear suppresses these things into our unconscious, and therefore we can't see them. We can't necessarily think of them. To get them out into the open, into the light, to release them, to let them go. That's what this whole process really means to me, right? This whole, not just this lesson, but the whole entire course is taking you from a state of fear to love, from darkness to light, from egoic deficiencies to God, Creator. Paragraph 3. What then can fear project upon the world? What can be seen in darkness that is real? Truth is eclipsed by fear, and what remains is but imagined. Yet what can be real in blind imaginings of panic born? What would you want that this is shown to you? What would you wish to keep in such a dream? Basically, it's saying, paragraph 3 is saying, fear is a dream. Fear is an illusion. It's not real. Love is. So anything that you're afraid of in this life, it's not real. It's an illusion. There is nothing to fear here. Paragraph 4. Fear has made everything you think you see. All separation, all distinctions, and the multitude of differences you believe make up the world, they are not there. Love's enemy has made them up. Yet love can have no enemy, and so they have no cause, no being, and no consequence. We make this up. We're making this up. They can be valued but remain unreal. Right? Their value, there it is. That little key little sentence right there, I highlighted that. I have the whole paragraph highlighted actually. But what you value, it said this in the very beginning up here. It said what you value is what you'll get. They can be valued. So your value, there's something in you unconsciously valuing. Geez, why am I? I'm having trouble like pronouncing that word. Valued. You're valuing, but remain unreal. Your values again. What you're valuing is showing up in your life. I was having trouble with that word. Geez. They can be sought, but they cannot be found. Today, it's like that's a big one there too. So, I don't know, I don't know why spiders and bugs are jumping into my mind, right? If you just, like you may go, oh my gosh, there's a bug, or I hate bugs or whatever, but you could hold that bug, right? It wouldn't do a thing to you most likely. Now, if it's you could say, oh, it's a poisonous spider or whatever. Well, you just distance yourself from it. It's maybe that's not the greatest example, but like usually you'll find, like I've had this in my own household where I was like, look, these bugs aren't going to hurt you. You know, I'm like, everybody's like, oh, get them out of here. I'm like, these are not going to hurt you. It's all in your mind. You know, if you're scared of snakes or something, you just respect it, and it'll be fine. But that really is not. That's kind of not like the greatest example of what it's basically the illusions that we make up in our minds about, you know, and this goes deep. There's deeper reasons why we do these things. I was just talking about this before, you know, with a friend before I got on here. You know, it's childhood stuff. It's childhood emotional stuff. It's how didn't we feel safe when we were a kid, or what needs weren't met, and how we used this. We created this ego to keep us safe. It's not real. It's not what you were created as, God. And if you play into your highness, your higher self, God, you're untouched. You're just unstoppable. You're unstoppable. You're unlimited. The possibilities are endless. Paragraph 5. It is impossible to see two worlds which have no overlap of any kind. Seek for the one, the other disappears. You seek love, you seek God, you seek light. There is no darkness. You can't bring a candle into a room of dark and have the dark still exist. It doesn't work like that. You seek God, you seek love, you seek truth, you seek light. There is no more fear. There is no more egoic deficiencies. There is no more darkness. Don't pay attention to it. If it's on the news and all that kind of stuff, don't pay attention to it. Take your attention to love. Take your attention to God. We'll get into that later in the lesson, what it recommends. It is of but one choice. Love over fear. But one remains. So seek for the one, the other disappears, but one remains. So it's your choice which one's going to remain in your life. They are the range of choice beyond which your decision cannot go. The real and the unreal are all there, are to choose between, nothing more than these. That's it. That's all there is. It's all there is to choose from. There's a lot inside the world of God and love. There's a lot inside the illusions and the fear that we've made up. But that's the choice. That's it. Today we will attempt no compromise where none is possible. The world you see is proof you have already made a choice as all-embracing as its opposite. What we would learn today is more than just a lesson that you cannot see two worlds. There it is again. You can't see love and fear at the same time. It's not possible. It also teaches that the one you see is quite consistent from the point of view from which you see it. You create it. You imagine it. It's all a piece because it stems from one emotion. Fear or love, I would imagine, is what it's referencing there. And reflects its source in everything you see. If you refuse to see fear, you just go right to God, you go right to love, you say no. As soon as that comes in, you say, no, I'm not going there. I'm not seeing that. That's not what's here. That's not what this is all about. 6 times a day in thanks and gratitude. That was paragraph 6. We're going on to paragraph 7. 6 times today in thanks and gratitude, we gladly give 5 minutes to the thought that ends all compromise and doubt and go beyond them all as one. We will not make 1,000 meaningless distinctions, nor attempt to bring with us a little part of unreality as we devote our minds to finding only what is real. Begin your searching for the other world by asking for a strength beyond your own. And recognizing what it is you seek. You do not want illusions. And you come to these 5 minutes emptying your hands of all the petty treasures of the world, of this world. There it is again. It talks about this. It uses this petty gifts and that thing. I just think that's hilarious because that's how I felt my whole entire life. I could never figure out why I was uncomfortable here. Why something didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand it. And this course pounds it home time and time again. The petty gifts of this world that we see, that we've created, right? Until I find myself connected to God, connected to what is, connected to creation, connected to the universe, connected through, this, I'm this part of God. God is part of me. I'm part of God. I'm a fragment of that along with all of you, everyone, everything, every plant, every tree, every animal. We don't want illusions. We ask for strength beyond your own and recognizing what it is you seek. And you come to these 5 minutes emptying your hands of all the petty treasures of this world. 5 minutes. Practice, repetition, practice, repetition. You wait for God to help you. And as you say, it is impossible to see 2 worlds. Let me accept the strength God offers me and see no value in this world, that I may find my freedom and deliverance. God will be there. Paragraph that I forgot to announce paragraph 8. Paragraph 8 began with begin your searching for the other world by asking for a strength beyond your own. Paragraph 9, God will be there. For you have called upon the great unfailing power. That was like when I was saying God, creator, universe, whatever, universal field, consciousness. There's another name that you could use if you really wanted to, great unfailing power, higher power. For you have called upon the great unfailing power which will take this giant step with you in gratitude, with you. Nor will you fail to see his thanks expressed in tangible perception and in truth. You will not doubt what you think. You will not doubt what you will look upon. For though it is perception, it is not the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever seen before. There it is again. I've been hitting home on this. Not what you see with these. What you see when you close your eyes. What you can connect to there. Leaving the illusions, leaving the ego. Forget the fear. Let it go. I'm with you. I have compassion and empathy as well, though, because I know how hard it can be to flip that switch. I'm still working on that. I think we all are until we're out of here. I think there's going to be a resemblance of some fear. I could be wrong. Maybe we conquer it completely and we get to teach and we get to be these spiritual gurus of the world and help others as we are up, I think of a mountain, as we're up halfway or 3/4 or maybe we're at the top, reaching down to help our brothers and sisters. Come on up with me. We're doing this together. I'm here to be of service to you. That's powerful. That's what we're here for. Not all this 9 to 5. We can create a world outside of all of that. There's so much more to that. There's a laundry list of things that go on, the distractions, the stuff you see on the TV. Forget about it. Let's just get in service to one another. That got me emotional. I left off at I didn't even finish. There's one more sentence in paragraph 9. And you will know God's strength upheld you as you made this choice. As you make the choice of seeing that your eyes, it's not the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever seen before. It'll be a different type of seeing. Dismiss temptation easily today whenever it arises, merely by remembering the limits of your choice. The unreal or the real, the false or true is what you see and only what you see. Perception is consistent with your choice, and hell or heaven comes to you as one. This is good ending here. That was paragraph 10. I'm sorry. I'm doing a crappy job with the paragraph thing. I'll try to do better. Accept a little part of hell as real, and you have damned your eyes and cursed your sight, and what you will behold is hell indeed. So even just a little piece of letting that in, it's like a parasite, right? That's what I get the feeling. It's like this yucky, don't even let a little in anymore. No more compromise. Pure love, pure unconditional love. Yet the release of heaven still remains within your range of choice to take the place of everything that hell would show you. All you need to say to any part of hell, whatever form it takes, is simply this: it's impossible to see two worlds. I seek my freedom and deliverance, and this is not a part of what I want. End of lesson. That was a good one. That was a powerful one. I felt that. I felt very powerful coming into this today. I felt like I was being helped. I don't know if I want to say guided, but guided, downloading. I like you downloading this godness, opening up to this, right? Opening up to what I never opened up to before in my life. And trust me, go back and watch my video on alcohol, or my story with alcohol, or, there's times in my videos where I mentioned how dark my life has gotten. I let it in. I let it consume me. You want to talk about letting the dark and letting hell in? I let it all in. And that's why that quote, I love the quote of religion's for people that are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality's for people that's already been there. Beautiful. So that's the end of the lesson. I'm going to be coming back to these 5 minutes a couple times today, the best I can. But this is the thing, I had this thought as well. It's up to you how many times you want to practice this and pay attention to this course, but this course has a lot of answers for living such a better life. No doubt in my mind. That's why I'm bringing it. And doing these videos is a service that I want to provide my little piece, right? I don't want I want my kids to say to me one day when I'm old and say, well, what'd you do with your life, Dad? Or whatever, what'd you do during that time and those years? And, when it was really turbulent and things in the world, I say, I showed up 100%. I put it all out there. I didn't play small. Heaven on earth, it's here. Open up to it. Clear away the clouds. Clear away the darkness. There's only one choice. We are the miracle. Unconditional love. That's all you are at the core. I love you. Till next time.